let's all be there.
As a public service, Wave TV3 presents a rebroadcast of Wave TV News Tonight.
Tonight's news is sponsored by Snyder's, the specialty department store.
Now, from Louisville, Kentucky, this is Wave TV News Tonight.
Good evening, I'm Don Schroeder.
And I'm Christy Callahan. Tonight, it appears landowners holding out for more money are creating problems in finalizing a land package for Toyota's first ever U.S. plant. News that Toyota Motor Corporation is interested in Scott County is bringing scores of outsiders to central Kentucky interested in buying land, any land. Officials say the farmland is attracting outrageous price offerings, and that has economic development officials concerned. The Commerce Secretary admits that options on several critical parcels of his Toyota package have not been nailed down.
We're aware that there are some other real estate agents who are in the area attempting to option property, and that, of course, creates a certain amount of concern for the property owners as to valuations and who's wanting the property, what they're going to do with it. It could be a hindrance to our moving forward. Beyond that, I'm not willing to comment.
William Singer owns nearly 140 acres in that area that Toyota is believed to be interested in, and he has apparently refused to sell for nearly $6,000 an acre.
When the land's been in your farm's been in your hands for 5 generations, it's kind of, you hate to let go of it.
If the land package can be assembled, Toyota is expected to announce very soon its intention to build a $600 million factory in Kentucky, creating 2,000 new jobs.
Well, more than 200 people showed up in Paoli tonight to protest plans for recreational vehicle trails in the Hoosier National Forest. The Forest Service plans to build 55 miles of off-road trails in the Little Africa part of the forest. Many of the roads would be open to all traffic, a first of its kind for the eastern region of the National Forest System. Tonight, the group called Protect Our Woods asked for people to speak out in protest.
At least on the local level, the Forest Service has already made up their mind to put in the ORV areas. This is merely a formality, and if we don't protest it and write the letters, it'll slide through very easy.
One speaker tonight felt those people against the trails didn't know all of the facts.
I can provide you with documentation of the many hundreds of off-road vehicle sites which exist without problems. The sort of problems which have been raised tonight are surely speculative and are intended solely to alarm the residents of this area, and there's very little substance to the comments that have been made.
Protect Our Woods sponsored tonight's public hearing to call attention to the Forest Management's plan of building the RV trails. Should the area near Floyd's Fork be developed or protected? The City County Planning Commission heard testimony tonight from residents on both sides of the issue. Tracy Wharton has a story.
Hundreds of Floyd Fork area residents jammed the aldermanic chambers, some hoping to comment on what could be the blueprint for growth for their neighborhood. County environmentalists have proposed rezoning 13,000 acres here to protect the area near the stream from erosion and pollution, among other things. The proposal would allow only one dwelling for every 5 acres and requires that the Planning Commission review any development near the stream. Some say the plan is needed.
The land that we're talking about has become the last remaining East County target for dense residential subdivision close to Louisville. The stream has been polluted, and soil erosion will accelerate with additional development.
But at least 1,500 other residents think otherwise and have signed petitions to prove it. About 100 of them arrived in buses to make the facts known to the Planning Commission.
If our forefathers were this far-sighted, we would be having the meeting down South University of Louisville, and besides that, you know, this area would be for buffalo, bees, and a lot of squirrels, and we could probably use the area.
The zoning plan has already been scaled down from 50,000 acres to 13,000 acres since it was first proposed, but the level of controversy that still remains has prompted Planning Commission officials to say they want more time to think about it before making any kind of recommendation to fiscal court. Near Floyd's Fork, Tracy Wharton, Wave TV News.
Governor Collins and 4 other state officials will not have to testify at the trial of State Treasurer Francis Jones Mills. Mills is standing trial for theft, misusing state workers, and official misconduct. Her defense attorney claims Mills did not intend to break the law. He says she did only what is commonplace in Frankfurt. So the defense subpoenaed Governor Collins, Lieutenant Governor Beshear, Auditor Tobin, School Superintendent McDonald, and Agriculture Commissioner Boswell. The defense wanted those officials to testify and bring their 83 campaign records to court. But today, Circuit Judge William Graham threw out the subpoenas, saying he couldn't see the relevance. Lawyers for Brown and Williamson Tobacco Corporation say a Chicago TV commentator destroyed the reputation of the company in a 1981 broadcast that libeled the cigarette maker. That was part of the closing argument in the damage portion of the trial, in which the tobacco company is seeking $7 million in damages. Walter Jacobson, a veteran WBBM TV broadcaster, was convicted last week of libeling Brown and Williamson in a commentary that accused the makers of Viceroy cigarettes of luring youngsters into smoking.
Terry Waite, the English church official who has been trying to negotiate the release of the American hostages in Beirut, has been denied permission to enter Kuwait. Waite wanted to go there because the group holding the Americans reportedly wants a swap. The Americans were 17 Muslims held by Kuwait on a variety of charges. The United States is making its strongest claim yet tonight that the Cubans are involved in the war in Nicaragua. The State Department's top official for Central America says Cubans in Nicaragua are more than just advisors.
What we have here for the first time ever is something that we've seen in Africa, and that is we may be seeing Cubans move into a combat role on the mainland of North America.
According to intelligence reports, only Cubans are permitted to fly these Soviet gunships, which are regularly used in combat. U.S. officials believe Cubans are directing artillery units as well as the Sandinistas' elite forces against the U.S.-supported Contra rebels.
Coming up, that new treatment for cancer has a local tie.
And the troubleshooter warns us about a want ad ripoff.
Snyder's invites you to the holidays in style. Classic updated tailoring from Chouse.
Papillon is the delicious French wine with a delightfully modest price. Of course, there are other French wines that cost more, but that's not our problem, is it?
Would you like to buy a new car without paying for the gimmicks? You've seen the ads. Invoice sale, 6% financing, free vacation, $49 down. At Good Buick, you'll never pay for a gimmick. We simply sell new Buicks at believable prices. Buy now for $99.99 a new 1986 Buick Century. 16 in stock to choose from. No hidden charges. Count on it. At Good Buick, you get the car you want at the price you're willing to pay. Count on it.
The news of cancer treatment breakthroughs kept the telephones busy today at clinics all over the country. The story has a Louisville tie. One of the patients in the experiment is a Louisville man, but he dropped out because, among other things, the side effects of the treatment were a lot worse than expected. The people who are candidates for the new therapy are patients who have tried every other kind of treatment, but local doctors are not ready to call it a success.
I think a lot of us are cynical, and that's probably the right word, mainly because it's very difficult at an early stage to know what's meaningful and what's not.
Well, that note of caution is fairly universal. Any cancer treatment being tested at this point is a long way from being called a major breakthrough.
A help wanted ad that appeared in a local newspaper turned into a ripoff for people who thought they had jobs. Tonight, troubleshooter Neil Taylor tells us the scam affected many more people than those in our area.
Early in November, I alerted Memphis postal authorities after receiving calls from viewers asking about a company called Christway Financial Services. The company had advertised that it was going to be hiring employees here because it would be opening an office in our area. When people applied to Christway's address in West Memphis, Arkansas, they received letters from South Central Service System in Olive Branch, Mississippi, telling them they'd been hired and to send money for a bonding fee. I learned the addresses were blind mail drops. The phone numbers got people recordings and have since been disconnected. After I contacted the postal authorities, more complaints rolled in. The ads appeared in newspapers in at least 11 states, and just yesterday, postal authorities were able to place a restraining order against the post office box in Mississippi. Now, folks who mailed letters before yesterday's date will have trouble getting their money back. If you are one of those who mailed a money order, write me at Post Office Box 32970, Louisville 40232.
Prices on the tobacco market dropped a little from yesterday's average. Kentucky farmers sold more than 23 million pounds today at an average price of $1.60 a pound. The top price paid in our area was at Horse Cave. The low price was in Louisville.
Night.
Day.
Night.
Day.
It's Value City Furniture's night and day sale.
19 shopping hours of the biggest savings ever.
Beginning tomorrow from 5 until midnight.
And Saturday from 9 to 9.
Save as never before.
Hundreds of trailer recliners at 25 to 50% off.
Brass Hall Tree, now only $19.88.
All wood magazine table, just $19.88.
Round-the-clock savings.
Incredible low prices.
Living room.
Bedroom.
Dining room.
Value City Furniture's night and day sale.
Begins tomorrow at 5 p.m. sharp.
Don't miss it.
Town & Country would like to say thank you for helping us raise $120,000 for the children of Cozaire. And to show our appreciation to you, select any new or used car or truck this month and we'll make your down payment up to $1,000. We'll also give you till March before that first payment's due. We're having a clear the lot sale to avoid high inventory taxes, so we're prepared to deal like never before. It's our way of saying thank you and your way of saving thousands. Have a safe and happy holiday season. Right, Dusty? Town & Country is Cozaire Country.
This is it, the fur sale you've been dreaming about. This is it, the sale you must see to believe. Savings to 50% on magnificent jackets, strollers, coats. It's Yudofsky's biggest sale in years. Fantastic fur fashions at fantasy prices. The Can It Be True sale. This is it now at Yudofsky Furriers. We've got your number and it's beautiful. Yudofsky Furriers, Oxmoor Center and downtown Starks Building, court level.
Winn-Dixie says,
Yum, yum.
holidays, here we come.
Here we come. Yum, yum, sprinkle, sprinkle.
Serve holiday punch with the taste of sunshine, while Super Brand 100% pure orange juice is just $1.99. Make your hors d'oeuvres extra special. Use WD Brand pure ground beef. It's Winn-Dixie priced at 89 cents a pound. Pay $1.49 a pound for a Carolina Prize whole boneless ham. And Sherman bath tissue is 99 cents at Winn-Dixie.
Holidays, here we come. Yum.
We are sitting here talking about the Gulf Shore, Alabama, and nice, warm weather. Well, it wasn't too bad today, though.
No, not too bad. I mean, temperatures weren't real warm, and it was kind of a drizzly day.
Yeah.
Right now, though, we've finally gone below freezing, so now if you go out on the road... yeah, there's a little bit of freezing drizzle falling out there right now. We'll talk about that and some other things happening in the weather in just a moment. If you have travel plans into central Indiana, I would change my plans, quite honestly, because they do have some freezing rain in that area, and things are beginning to get just a little bit messy across that area. So we're going to be watching out to see what happens there a little bit later on. Right now, though, this is the way things are shaping up. You can see that temperatures across the map generally near the freezing mark, except over in eastern Kentucky. London is reporting 35 degrees this hour. Yeah, that's just about the warmest temperature we can find anywhere. If you get into Indiana, though, things change over, and right now it's just a little bit of freezing drizzle, a few flurries here and there. But to the north, temperatures are cold enough, and they're getting some snow in the northern sections of Indiana and also in central Indiana. Flurries mixed with some freezing drizzle, so driving is a little bit hazardous through there. Through our area, we also have a little freezing drizzle right now as the temperature has finally dropped down to 31 degrees out west. Clearing skies in Paducah, so that's what we're going to be looking for in the forecast. It is now 32 degrees there as well. Our temperature, though, as I say, we have dropped down to now 31 degrees. High temperature for the day, 41, and the low this morning was 36 degrees. By the way, the wind chill factor at this hour is 16 degrees. That's what it feels like if you go outside into those high winds from the northwest at 10. The pressure is steady at 30-13, and the humidity is standing at 88%. Air quality today in the good range. Precipitation now officially we've picked up 6/100ths of an inch. For the year, just over 37 inches. That is still below normal, by the way. We've been saying that all year long because we got off to such a slow start. This is what the national radar looks like right now, and you'll notice generally no precipitation reported through the Ohio Valley, but to the north of us, some snow is falling in northern Illinois. Back out west, some rain and snow mixed coming into the Cascades of Washington. Also along the coastal areas of Oregon, they're getting some rain right now. Along the east coast, well, the changeover line is just about Washington, D.C. Anything south of there is rain. To the north of there, though, they're getting snow. That's prompted travelers advisories in portions of New York and western Pennsylvania. Up to 7 inches of snow in some of these mountain areas of western Pennsylvania for tonight. A little bit of Ohio getting some snow right now, too. Down in Florida, it's just rain. They haven't had any thunder showers out of the system. It really has not been that strong down there. Out to the west of us, clear skies right now. Temperatures reflecting that. And these temperatures aren't too bad, by the way, for this time of December. We're going to see that high-pressure system move over to the east, so skies will clear for us later on tonight. And tomorrow, we're going to see some sunshine, believe it or not. The next storm system is still raining, and it's snowing over in the Cascades. And along the Atlantic coast, there's that rain that we indicated a few moments ago. Low-pressure system to the north of us is really the anchor for all of the precipitation that's been taking place in Kentucky and in Tennessee. Portions of Ohio still getting that snow. And as this system moves away from us, things will begin to clear out just a bit. Here's what we see for the forecast for tonight then. We've dropped the temperature just a little bit, down to 27 degrees for an overnight low. And mostly cloudy skies. Don't be surprised to see a few flurries here and there as the temperature continues to drop. For tomorrow, mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. We'll start off a little cloudy, then 37 degrees for a high temperature. Tomorrow night, clear and cold, down to 26 degrees. Looking further, we'll see sunny skies on Saturday. Not a bad day, 41 degrees. And Sunday, partly cloudy and 42. Monday, partly cloudy and 48 degrees.
Okay, thanks. I was calling it Tom. Thank you, Craig.
You're welcome.
Representatives from the NAACP and Louisville's Hugs nightclub met for more than an hour today. The two sides examined accusations of racial discrimination. Local NAACP President Jeffrey Ellis joined Hugs General Manager Larry Tincher at the meeting. Ellis has received complaints that doormen at the nightclub make it difficult for blacks to enter. Tincher says he knows of no conscious effort to discriminate and believes such a perception will vanish now that both sides are working together.
A bottle of 1787 wine, bottled for President Thomas Jefferson, is back in American hands. Forbes magazine bought it during an auction in London today for $157,000. The wine was sold not before its time in its original hand-blown bottle inscribed with the initials THJ. It's as big as an airliner, but it weighs less than a car. This plane is called the Voyager, and its pilots will soon attempt to fly around the world non-stop. Today they took a test flight over the California desert. The historic trip around the world is scheduled for next fall.
A high-flying record has been set in Anaheim, California. Today, 1,250,000 balloons were released to celebrate Disneyland's 30th anniversary. That's the most balloons ever released at a single event, more than tripling the old world record.
Pretty colorful.
Yeah.
Bob Domine is going to fly in here next with tonight's sports.
Including the Wildcat roll call for this weekend's UK-IU game.
If your Christmas list is long, make plans to go to Bacon's Bell Ringer Sale. Friday and Saturday, Bacon's is ringing in the holiday season with outstanding values at every department. 2 big days of extra special savings on Bacon's quality merchandise. It's the perfect place to do your holiday shopping. So check your list, then check your paper for spectacular savings during Bacon's Bell Ringer Sale. Friday and Saturday only. Christmas wishes come true at Bacon's.
Old man winter is already battering many parts of the United States, so the time to get to Burlington Coat Factory is now. For the first choice of the largest selection of winter coats and jackets in the country, what every member of your family needs to keep warm, no matter how cold it gets. And because Burlington is famous for low prices, you can get your new winter coat at the lowest price imaginable. That should make you feel warm all over. Burlington Coat Factory, the next best thing to getting it wholesale.
Final week of the big waterbed sale at California Waterbeds.
The final big week.
The biggest sale of the year. Everything's on sale.
Wow.
Buy a kid's bedroom group complete with dresser, mirror, chest, and a complete waterbed from only $3.99.
$3.99.
Adult groups from $5.38.
The lowest prices in town.
30 kids beds and the largest selection of bedding.
Great Christmas gifts.
In stock, ready for immediate pickup or delivery. It's the final week, so hurry in today.
Sandwich A-OK, beer level fine. All systems ready for game time.
Comfortable?
Check.
Forget anything?
Oh, no.
How about the Circuit City Saturday only sale?
Today? Oh, no.
Saturday only save on hundreds of items in every Circuit City store.
What?
Saturday only, this sharp 19-inch color TV is slashed to just $217.
How about Tuesday?
Saturday.
Wednesday?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday.
Well, the Cardinals, of course, wear red shirts, but kind of a different kind of red shirt going on, huh?
Yeah, well, I think that in this case, this is a good idea.
It sure is.
I at least hope for him it's a good idea. It seems to be. Tonight's sports is brought to you by Masterbuilt Motors, where you get more than what you pay for. Freshman Keith Williams has decided to redshirt the 1985-86 season. The logjam at the guard spot, seniors Milt Wagner and Jeff Hall, junior Chris West, sophomore Mike Abram, and redshirt freshman Kevin Walls are all ahead of him, aided Williams to his decision. The Cards continue to try to pick up the pieces from a pair of setbacks last weekend against Kansas and St. John's in the Big Apple. Defensive lapses on the full and half-court, problems against the matchup zone were high on U of L's Christmas shopping list of practice items this week. I asked assistant coach Jerry Jones if Louisville wouldn't rather have played maybe Wayland Baptist or Christian Brothers or somebody.
When you're like Coach Crum and you have a 10-year contract, you know, you don't have to worry too much about who you're playing. But at the end of the season, playing those teams has got to have, it's a great experience for the kids, you know, to get in that type of competition. Maybe the advantage of playing somebody that you can rap on, you can play everybody, and they can play loose and have a great time and all that. But these kids got baptized playing against some real good basketball teams.
Leroy Bird is doubtful for UK's game Saturday night against Indiana at Rupp Arena. Bird was injured in the second half of last Tuesday night's win over Cincinnati. Leroy's devil-may-care water bug defense got him in the middle of this scrum for the basketball, and teammate Irving Thomas fell across his legs. Cold and bruised muscles have held Bird out of yesterday's and today's practices, and he is listed as doubtful for Saturday. Teammate Winston Bennett has a bone chip that's been discovered during x-rays of his injured ankle today. Doctors say little can be done, really. And head coach Eddie Sutton says he's just going to have to kind of suck it up. Winston's going to have to play with some pain for a while. Let's go to the scoreboard in the Big Ten. Purdue, U of L's opponent Saturday afternoon, beat Moorhead tonight, 81-71. That was the first loss of the year for Moorhead. Ohio State over Akron, easy. Elsewhere in the Big Ten, Wisconsin is 5-0. Beat East Texas State 82-60. In the top 20, Maryland rolled past William and Mary. And in high school basketball tonight, Seneca boys over Manual by 20. It was the Manual girls by 10 over Seneca. And Leanne Hardy, a sophomore, boy, she's going to be a dandy, had 22 points tonight. Prez is back, beat Iroquois 73-56. If you're approaching retirement age and thinking of nothing more strenuous than an occasional fishing trip or a round of golf, consider what Gilberto Gonzalez is doing. At age 72, Gonzalez is not only in great shape, he's going full tilt in Senior Olympics. In 6 years, he's collected more than 600 medals, set 20 world records. He is something else.
My boyhood and my collegehood was full of track and field. And when I learned in 1979, after I retired from the Army, that there was a Masters that you could compete in even on older ages, I embraced immediately the program because it's just fantastic.
Gonzalez logged 30,000 miles traveling worldwide for meets where he is the main event in the, get this, decathlon.
2 days, rough competitions, 10 events. That's my favorite event, the decathlon. And I am very proud of what I do in the decathlon.
Gonzalez calls himself the Bruce Jenner of his age. With all he's accomplished, got hard to argue with him, isn't it? Rain has halted action in the Australian Open. Mats Wilander leading Slobodan Zvojevic in the men's semifinals 7-5, 6-1, love 2. The Kentucky Network was the high bidder today in the new 3-year contract battle for exclusive rights to the UK basketball and football games through 1989. The UK Network, which holds the current rights, upped the ante nearly $300,000, the last bid, to $616,000 this year, to outbid host of Associates and Associates of Lexington. By the way, join Rob Bromley, Jack Gibbons, and me Saturday night, Channel 3, live, 8 p.m. as the Cats host Indiana. Tonight's sports brought to you by my friends at Masterbuilt Motors.
Quickly, did you say Gonzalez was 78 years old?
72.
72.
That's fantastic enough. Thank you.
I think so.
Yeah.
Up next, a chance for you to extend a holiday helping hand.
And high school madrigal singers help spread the holiday spirit.
When you have engine trouble, you'll want to remember the name Masterbuilt Motors. Masterbuilt Motors are rebuilt and backed by one of the largest engine rebuilders in the nation, and each Masterbuilt motor carries with it a written warranty. Along with quality, each Masterbuilt Motors engine is low priced. Would you believe a 350 Chevy short block at this time only $269 with rebuildable exchange?
Remember the name. Masterbuilt Motors. Masterbuilt Motors. Masterbuilt Motors. Masterbuilt Motors.
I hit the big 3-0. And you know,
It was great, because the big 3-0 that I hit was the 30-hour sale at Stewart. It's a 30-hour marathon of store-wide savings. Savings of 25 to 50%, and on some things even more. So hit the big 3-0 yourself. But hurry, the 30-hour sale ends tomorrow at Stewart.
Welcome to Rex. May I help you? I'm looking for something special. Well, let me show you something in a high-tech video system. Energy-saving microwave oven. Or color TV. Or a complete sound system. Which ones have the lowest price, Lieutenant?
They all do, Captain.
This Christmas sale of sales is really something. Beam us up, Scotty, and hurry.
Am I too late?
No! Let me show you something in a high-tech video system.
In a distant land, Santa's elves are especially busy making you something special. A stuffed reindeer ornament just like the reindeer in the new motion picture Santa Claus the Movie.
Good likeness.
And it's free when you buy a $5 book of McDonald's gift certificates. So put plenty of both on your Christmas list. McDonald's gift certificate.